Hey guys, it's Rich with your Monday Spot in the Pagan Perspective. This week we're talking about being pulled in 1,000 different directions. This is something that I am currently experiencing. I thought my Saturn return was done. Kara, help. Anyway, this one comes from HMSBeardsley, who writes, "Greetings friends at the Pagan Perspective. I'm a newbie pagan and I'm still trying to find my path. I've been doing tons of research and watching all kinds of videos, especially from this channel, but I feel like I'm being pulled in 1,001 directions. I feel a deep connection to the earth and the elements, but at the same time feel a call from my Celtic and Norse ancestors. With so many branches of paganism, it's left me feeling a little lost and confused, and I was wondering if you've ever experienced something similar. Thanks, and blessed be." So here's one thing that I want to say first of all is I differentiate, I don't know if other people do, but I differentiate between path and practice. A path is no matter where you go, there you are. It's something that you are constantly on. You are constantly on the path that you are meant to be on. So as far as a path, don't worry about it, because no matter where you go, there you are. That's something that Annie talks about on her channel, Mirth and Reverence. If you have not been watching those videos, you need to. So go ahead and go over to Mirth and Reverence's channel. Annie has tons of videos, lots of information on there, and even if you're not Wiccan, which she's a traditional Wiccan, even if you're not Wiccan, you gain a lot of knowledge from her videos. So anyway, that being aside, a practice is something that you continually grow and figure out more and more things about. So for me, I do relate to being pulled in 1,001 directions. So basically in my personal life right now, that's kind of happening with, work and whatnot, and I'm going to be doing a Stitch and Witch vlog so you guys can understand why I haven't been making videos lately. So anyway, or at least understand a little bit about it. So I'll be doing that on my personal channel anyway. Moving on from that, because this isn't a time for personal stuff, this is a time for explaining how do we go about figuring out which method of study or where we want to go whenever we have 1,001 different directions. So, first thing is, I love divination forms, especially Oracle, Tarot. I actually used to not really be into Tarot as much as I have been lately. I used to actually be more into Oracle cards, and one thing about Oracle cards is they can be on so many different topics, and if you want a topic of study, then there's probably an Oracle deck out there on it. There's one on chakras that I saw online recently. This one is on Ascended Masters. This is the Ascended Masters Oracle. And one thing I wanted to explain about this is, and the reason that I got it out, was whenever you get this Oracle deck, it has all these Ascended Masters in it. I think it's like 40-some odd cards or something like that. So what I would do is, if I want to study Ascended Masters, is pick one out and then go ahead and research that Ascended Master. This one is Ganesh. So if I did not know anything about Ganesh, I would go ahead and research Ganesh. And I would let the card pick out what I need to know next, or where my field of study needs to go next. You kind of leave it up to the universe. You kind of leave it up to chance, if you believe in chance being a thing. I think that everything is kind of working within its own time frame, I guess. So I don't know if I really believe in chance. Anyway, moving on from that, another one that I just got in yesterday is the Goddesses Oracle. This one, if I did not know anything about a certain goddess, let's pick one out here. Let's pick one out that I can pronounce, because some of these are kind of hard to pronounce and I don't want to make a fool of myself. Really pretty cards, really nicely done. This is on Baba Yaga. Yeah, Baba Yaga. So if I did not know anything about her, I would go ahead and research. So not only would I research that, I would also research anything that people who worship Baba Yaga, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, I think that's how her name is pronounced. See why I don't like to do this on camera? Anyway, so anybody that has her incorporated into their practice, what are some major themes of their practice, that type of thing. So that's something that you can do. Like I said, there's oracle cards for just about everything out there. And if oracle cards and oracle decks are not your thing, another thing that I would suggest is reading the bibliography in the back of any witchy book. This is one that I picked out because this is a good one to have on your shelf, because it gives a lot of little tiny things within the book and then gives you a jumping off point to study more. And this is Silver Ravenwolf's Solitary Witch, the Book of Shadows for the New Generation. So, yes, this book has a huge bibliography in it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 full pages with 2 columns. So if I were to be reading this, like, say, let's see here, if I want to study the elements, and then she makes a reference to something in the bibliography, then I would go to the bibliography. I would see where she got that reference from, and then I would go out and get that book, and I'd have a jumping off point to a new form of study or a new book that I want to study. So that's another thing that you can do. It's almost similar to whenever I go on a wiki tangent. Sometimes one of my favorite things to do is to research something just, out of the blue. Research something, go to that Wikipedia page, even though it's not a great source. Go to the Wikipedia page and then follow the rabbit hole from one link to another, to another, to another, and see where you end up. Almost the same as doing it with YouTube videos as well. You click the first one in your suggested videos, and it leads you to another video and another video. And the next thing you know, you see, monkeys giving people the finger. So it's really weird. It's really fun. It's a way to expand your knowledge base whenever you're dealing with bibliographies or with the oracle cards, or even these simple little Wikipedia rabbit holes. You go down that rabbit hole, and no matter where you go, there you are. So, I hope that made sense. As far as finding out which one you want to start out with, you can shuffle up the cards, pull them out, and say, hey, this is where I'm starting. This is my starting point. Especially if you don't have a tradition. I know there are some traditions out there where this is what you're going to learn from the first point. First day of your dedication, you're going to learn this. Second day, you're going to learn this. Third day, you're going to learn this. And that's a perfectly valid way of studying. Matter of fact, the Timothy Roderick book, A Year and a Day, I believe it's called, that's a good book to go by if you want to just study one little topic here, one little topic there, and have a set course that will take you through a year and a day study and give you a good knowledge base to start out on. And like I said, if you have something like Solitary Witch, this has, see, I tab everything. So this has all kinds of stuff in there. And one thing I would do is, boom, I landed on astrology. I don't know crap about astrology, or at least I know very little about astrology. So, yes, if I did not know anything about astrology, which I know very little, then that's a place to start. So maybe this is my new study. Maybe this is where I need to start studying. Some bibliomancy like that, of just flipping through a book, putting your finger down, especially in an encyclopedia type of format like this, is a good way to start out if you don't know anything. So, or even if you know the bare basics of something like that might interest you. But I don't think I have anything else besides what I've already said. So with that, I'm going to try to wrap this up because of, work and schedules and things and stuff and whatnots. So for more information on that, go to my personal channel, because I'm going to be making a video also tonight, so that can come up on my personal channel. Maybe it might post I'm doing this on Sunday, so it might actually post either Sunday night or Monday during the day. I don't know. So sometime soon, one is going to post, and yeah, go ahead and check that out because stuff. Anyway, nothing bad, nothing horrible, nothing outrageously, going on. But yes, go ahead and check out my personal channel if you want to know, the stuffs and reasons and whatnot of how I'm being pulled in 1,000 different directions. So really appropriate topic for this week, especially given the kind of things that I've kind of been dealing with. So yeah, awesome topic. Thank you for suggesting it. And if you guys have topics that you would like to suggest, if you go down in the bottom bar in the land of the links down there, you will see a link to the Pagan Perspective blog. And that gives you instructions on how to submit your questions. And you can also check to see if we've already covered a topic. So go ahead and go down into the nether regions there. So go ahead and go down there and check out all of that information. And I think that's all that I have for you this week. And next week is Subs Week, and I will see you guys in September. So until then, may you guys have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.